this works. Get copyright strike the second this stream turns on. Okay, audio. Alright. Everything looks fine. You see the engine deck. Alright, cool. Get the show on the road. Spamming every fucking... Two, two, three. Go. How else can I post this? Yes. Oof, someone else is streaming, but I'm on YouTube and they're on Twitch, baby. Alright. I have successfully posted this everywhere. I think as of now, it's currently just me monitoring chat. But if anyone else is here, then or if you're watching this in post, which actually I noticed a lot of y'all watch this in post. Thank you for that. And welcome to 300 sub special. Let me get the most important part spawned in. I kind of forgot to. Where is it? Alright, there we go. Yeah, and welcome to the 300 sub special. We finally made it. We actually hit 301 this morning. So that's kind of funny. And we're just gonna be building some like goofy French things because I think it's amusing to me. Because especially after the colossal over here, I want to build more. And by goofy French things, I mean probably a Char2C. So I need to have this spawned in as a reference, and then I also want to have the T62 spawned in as a reference, and probably something else over here. Well, okay, first of all, let me get it started on the bungalow. There is actually a purpose to the Waffle House being here, trust me. I'm not just being weird and spawning Waffle Houses everywhere. I mean, I am, but I'm also, you know, being scientific. Well, I've gotten a message. It is from Alan, and it is a freaky orca, as the kids are saying these days. I'll respond with dog. I love black labs, Alan. If you're watching that, and you can see the GIF I sent, and this does not sound weird out of context. But I used to have a dog named Shortstop. Absolutely the fucking goat. Like that dog was insane. He was stupidly smart. Like he could get into our house. While we were gone, he knew how to open the doorknob. And one day we came home and he had broken in, and all the puppies, because there's like 5 of them at that point, they had gotten inside, and oh, I'm blank, I'm sorry. Wow, I really just brain farted. Yeah, okay, they had broken in, and then they started eating all the lunch meat from the fridge. He had opened the fridge. He was such a just smart goober. Hey, another person's joined. Welcome in. You missed the intro, but we're building some goofy French things today, and by goofy French things I mean Char2C. So, yeah. Let me get music going. I'm sorry, while recording, I turn off the music, so that way, I can put my own over it and not sound weird. But, it's actually kind of important for, streams to have music. And I don't have any other source of music to play, so if the gods of FTD decide to strike me down for playing the in-game music, well, that's the second one. I got a channel strike for Hellcat saying he wants to eat my skin. I'm not sure why. It happened around that time. They were doing like the mass censoring and like digital identification type thing. So I thought it was something to do with that, but I was like, this doesn't make sense. Why would this video affect it? And then I realized it's probably the title, because it was titled The Industrial Revolution and Its Consequences, and it had Theo's profile picture up as the thumbnail, so that's probably it. Hey! What's up, Alan and a Bongo? Yes, that is a waffle bungalow that we are building off of. You may be asking yourself, why? The answer? No reason. It was just amusing. Nope, wrong thing. Ta-da! Alright, so I need to be... Give me 1 second while I open up Wikipedia here to get the very basic information over the dimensions. And make sure it's not grabbing that. R2C. Now, I have a specific variant, well, a specific Char2C, actually, that I want to make. I want to make champagne. And not the alcohol, the tank. The one that was captured by the Germans and potentially the Russians. But it's going all over the place. Okay, so this is 33 feet long. Or 10 meters, which does not translate very well. 13 feet high. And how does this compare to the B1? This. Luckily, all these are just like on my most recent search history because I've been looking this up a lot. Alright, it's a full 10 feet longer, actually 13 feet longer than the BIS, along with being only a foot wider. Well, like a foot and like 9 inches. And then height, 9 foot to 13 foot. Okay, so it's got a bit more height on it. So how wide did I make this thing? 15? Alright, we'll make it 16 wide. Hey, the latency on the streams is finally looking good, though. I just clicked off and I looked down and boom, that's exactly what I wanted to see. Now, the problem with the Char2C is I need good reference pictures. And there's a good amount from, like, French propaganda, and obviously the models and War Thunder. I think Wrench had actually... So Wrench showed me a... not a mod. Excuse me. Yeah, Sketchfab. A modeling site. So if I just type in Char2C, maybe someone like ripped it from War Thunder and I can use it. Oh my gosh, that's awful. That's actually one of the worst models I've ever seen. And I don't look at a lot of models. Okay, this will get the job done. Oh. Oh, it actually has like things marked and labeled. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Julio. Alright, so yeah, we're going to start with the front plate, as I usually do. I usually build my tanks tip to butt. So, we'll do see with howitzer or gun. Oh, I didn't even read that. I'm sorry. I was thinking the one with the gun, but I do also want to make a howitzer variant. Because Champagne had a gun, but I do want to up armor it. Okay, I can see you want me to make the one with the howitzer. I see the message. Maybe we'll do that. So this is already at 30, and that's at 31. Okay, we're on track to make it a thick fuck. A lot of it is track, though. I might actually just make it, like, a bit thinner. I'm not trying to make one-to-one replicas, but as you can see, I'm making the tanks that I'm basing this off of. Alright, cool. Look at all this angled armor on a World War I tank. Isn't that crazy, guys? But trust me, the T-34, it developed angled armor, you know. Trust me. Actually, it's just a flat plate right there. I take it all back. This is a flat plate. It's so Jover. Certainly looks a bit strange at the moment, and I think it is going to end up looking a bit funky wonky, but, you know, whatever, we ball. The main thing about this is I want a big old super heavy. Char2C 2000mm cram now. Pretty sure Champagne was the only ones left that was upgraded from a howitzer to a gun. Was Champagne the one that was upgraded from the howitzer to a gun? I can actually check this like right now. I thought it was a different one, but it could have been Champagne. Versions. I already have Wikipedia open, and if I can't find it on here, I'm going to go and actually get some reliable resources. The later Champagne was modified at Lassagne into the Char2C Bis. Okay, I didn't realize that. Not. Wow. Huh. Oh, and then Lorraine, as the company command tank, was experimentally up-armored to make it immune to standard German anti-tank guns. The front armor was enhanced to 90mm. Wow. The Lorraine at that time had the thickest armor of any operational tank, and is probably still the heaviest operational tank ever. How much did Lorraine weigh? That fuck? Honestly, that's cool. I mean, we're probably going to end up making a mix of Lorraine and Champagne, just with, you know, how armor works in FTD. I didn't realize that Champagne, even though it was the one that survived, at least was it the one that survived? Am I getting this mixed up and it was actually Lorraine that survived or something? Nope, Champagne was captured, yeah. Alright, cool. Champagne lived a fucking weird life. That's cool. Thanks, Alan. I genuinely did not realize that was the case. Also, that front plate is strange. Well, it's like strange from design point because it just has like gaps in it. Oh, because those are toolboxes, not armor. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. This is way more conventional now. The more I go and research French tanks, the more, and like, don't kill me, French people, but the more I realize y'all and the Germans were kind of like similar in some instances. At least with some of the designs, because I feel like the later tanks, like the B1, the Samoa, and the D2, especially like the driver's ports, they resemble it. And I'm not talking about like a whole tank as a concept. I'm talking about like the minute things. You end up having similarities in how things are designed. I mean, if you look like American driver's ports and like German ones or Soviet ones, they look very different. But the French and the German ones look pretty similar. Alright, so how does this... I wish I could pull things up on stream. Unfortunately, guys, I do just have one monitor. So I cannot do much of that. Holy shit. This thing is just engine. Can we fit a steam turbine in this? Laser champagne. No, I feel like that is just... And I want to make that 3, but I also really want to make that 4. I could put a functional machine gun in it if I do 3, but I feel like... Oh no, okay, so this is what 3 looks like. That's what 2 looks like. Which one looks better? Because it's going to have a driver's port in this area and a machine gun over here. And then it's going to have some storage boxes up here protecting, that's going to act as this armor for me. Protecting the main gun, which is going to be like here. I'm torn on which to do. Over here, I usually prefer doing like 2 meters for this, but it is meant to be bigger. This is a thick gal. We'll just do 2 for now, and if it looks weird, I'll change it. Okay. Yeah, okay, I think that was the right move, because I'm now going to have to put some storage boxes here. Actually, I can just use this mesh and then extra, like, alloy to make it look separate. Yeah, I can do that. Also, I did, like, just wake up, a few minutes before this. My alarm would not get off of snooze. Like, I would just reach over and then immediately go back to sleep. And then I slept in way longer than I thought, but I was so tired. I worked I've been building the colors. Gosh dang it, I'm gonna get murdered by gaming. I'll fix it later. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I work like closing shift, not really night shift. I respect night shift workers. I'm not gonna try to join the party. Let's get this lined up a bit better. There it is. That should do it. And then just raise it a bit here. Boom. Okay, cool. That works. And yeah, that's looking good. Make the funny Commander Cupola a lamb's node. Just replace all the metal there at the big storage container truss. Oh, so true. You know, it felt like a trope, but... Hold up. Hold up. Let's just see what that looks like. Just for lulz. For funsies. And you see, Max, that's how you properly use that. What the fuck? Why does that work? Oh. I don't know if I like that better or not. Hey, Heismeister, what's up? Yeah, 300 subs. Whoop, whoop. We're building the French. We're actually making I'm basing this specific Chartreuse off of Champagne, which was the only one to be captured by the Germans. Well, actually, all the Beutepanzers, the Beutepanzer, yeah. As I jokingly said in the chats. So all the French stuff in the faction is meant to represent the ones that were captured in real life and then like modified. So let me go over here. Like the B1, it has the German modifications that they added onto the flame tanks. So it has that, like, I don't know if it was a dummy driver's port or just another one, but there was add-on armor, and that's what I based this off of. Also the cupola, the Germans added a hatch, well, just one hatch, we'll split in two, but, you know, I don't know why I put that there now that I'm thinking about it, but whatever. Now you have two hatches, whoop-de-doo. What else? Radios, German-inspired radio. That's really it for the visuals. But I did replace its machine guns with Maxims, and that's just like a fake machine gun. And then I gave it the pistol ports from a Panzer III. So yeah, that's the basis of this whole faction. It is German inspired, but we have a lot of trophy tanks because our own industry is doo-doo stanky. And that's canon. And right now Alan had jokingly said replace it with that, and I kind of dig it, but not right now. Probably, like, down here that might work, but I'm not sure. There can only be one Meister. Oh yeah, no, there's two Meisters! Alright, I need y'all to settle this like gentlemen. And by settle this with, like, gentlemen, I mean both of y'all get flamethrowers, go out into a field, and whoever becomes crispier wins. Is this a fair deal? Or you'll answer trivia. But one's way more interesting than the other. This thing straight up has a turret well. It's just landship activities today. Love it. Love French tanks. Hate the French. Simple life. I'm pretty sure I've already explained why I hate the French, and I'm incredibly justified in my hatred of the French. Anyone who denies that, you're coping. Not a joke, 1500 HP. Ah, gotcha. Congrats, mate. Hey, what's up? This is a lie. I hope that congrats isn't a lie. But yes, salute. Heismeister wins the flamethrower one, pretty sure, because... Indeed. Aura unmatched. So this is gonna be not a TOG 2? Yes, this is essentially the French TOG, if that makes sense. It's older, it's from World War One, but the French kept it in service for ages. So these saw service in World War II. And by saw service, I mean propaganda. Oh, that's not a perfect circle. I was wondering how they did that. Okay. The front is going to be a bit tighter. Oh, whoops. Okay, that actually looks exactly how I'm trying to get. It isn't? Well, I know the TOG wasn't from World War One, but the Char was designed for that. I'll give it some triple protection here. Let's do that. Call it a day. And, boom. Look at that. Absolutely awful armor but here at the front, but I'll just put more in here whenever we're done. I'm gonna put some armor, deco hide it eventually, but, you know, right now I just gotta do that. That engine deck is so long. I'm feeling like I made it too big. Like, this is gonna be a monster. Should I shrink it? Like, I don't want to make it thinner, but maybe just make the proportions smaller. No, no, fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. You have to stick with your... What's it called? I have to stick with my morals and my goings. I forgot the word that I'm looking for here, so I'm just gonna speak some random bull crap until it comes back. Boom, boom. You're not gonna adjust, mister? Fix yourself! Where did the floor go? Why is the floor broken? Did the thing jump? Did I not realize? Oh, it's on the floor again, isn't it? What? Get out of here. Okay. Let me get a picture. Let me see if there's a picture of a Char2C next to a B1 bis. There's gotta be, right? The two French chonky boys, and they didn't put both of them in a propaganda film? It's actually looking like they didn't. Okay. Hello, Champagne. Doo-doo-doo. Man. I mean, I guess it is substantially longer, just stuff going off of the statistics, but I wanted a visual to help me. Oh! That's it with a D1 and an R35. I haven't... Okay, it's like 3 R30... Like, 2.5 R35s. That actually helps, because I made an R35. So I know what I'm doing. Okay, hold up. Alright, we're gonna make a line of R35s. In that... Americans will use anything but the metric system. Alright, so 1, 2... And then for that half an R35, I'm gonna spawn it in sideways. And then we're gonna stop them. For all your French purists out here, yes, I know this is not a 1-to-1 R35. I do not care. It is based off the Lebanese one, and it mated with an H39. It is cool though. Alright, so 25. Oh, 25.50. What's half of 25? 13. I'm just gonna put it at 13. Or I can just check. 11. Okay. So 61 meters long, that thing's gotta be? If we're going off the R35 metric, yeah. Huh. Also, stop getting that off my screen. Alright, we're going for the 60s, boys! This is what we call scientific methods here. Congrats for 30 subs. Hey, what's up, Aperture? Thank you! You just came in to watch me measure a tank using R35s as a basis. Oh, that's actually so peak. Alright, what was I looking at? Oh, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna move this back a bit, I think. Now that I extended it, I do want to get a perfect circle. Is it ahistorical? Yes, but it's everything else I've made ahistorical? For the most part, yes. Okay, so now it is just straight up 3 meters away. Heck yeah. I've also not yet designed any planes for this faction, so... Did I say plaction or faction? I hope I did not just say plaction. I am very tired. Also, Aperture, I did get the boys to at least, you know, not protest if we do enter TGL. Figured you would like that. But I mean that positively, not in a bad way. Even though this is paid for TPD, and we do have plot with gaming, I can always change that one up later, because it's probably... The winter games are most likely going to be delayed a year, so... Yeah. Big shame. Fish. I really should return to FTD. FTD's fun. FTD is what we call a time sink, but it is wonderfully fun. Alright, I think to actually progress, I need to get the turret made. What the? What happened to my tank? Where's the floor? They stole my floor. I'm putting an AI on this thing to turn it into God mode. There, fix yourself, fool. Right, boom, ba-doom. Then gray, so I do not want to rip my eyes out while looking at the internals. And yes, before anyone says anything, I know that using 3-meter bases is just better than a 1-meter base, but I only use 3 meters for my ships, and I use 1 meter for tanks, because I actually like the slower turret traverse, because it looks cooler. I don't like it when my tank turrets are whipping around 360 in just an instant. Also Waffle Bungalow. Yeah, Waffle Bungalow, the lair of Commodore Castle. Rumor has it, if you go into one's bathroom at approximately 5:40 p.m., as long as you're in Port Caledonia, you'll find a man in there. Or a woman, who knows? I don't know which way the story went. You find a man in the bathroom handing out bootleg Pokemon cards. And I kind of do want to make the Abyss. We'll do both. We'll do both. I will not disappoint. Wait a minute. I just got a really, really stupid idea. Flak Panzer 2C. I think that'd be hilarious. I'm out in 88. Oh gosh. Oh wait on that idea, but it's really funny. I want to actually get an 88 made. You change the center of mass and whack the floor. Oh, probably. It's fine, it'll eventually be rebuilt. But that would explain. That would indeed explain. Alright, so I just need... Oh. I got a lot of space. I can put a decently powerful, at least in terms of clips, gun in here. This is not meant to be a powerful tank, it is meant to be a funny tank. That's what I'm going for this faction. A lot of the vehicles are not good. Looking at you, R35. But they're really fun. I think they're very interesting, and that's why I made them. We'll do that. Did I do that? Is that the way Tetris works? I think so. Ooh, maybe I put ejectors. Yeah, let's put a. I'm gonna use, but then I won't. Eh, it's fine. Ejectors, shishmectors. I don't think the French had blowout panels back then. It's not lore accurate. Oh yes, the blowout panel, my favorite wonder weapon. I'm hoping everyone here at least like listen to me explain the lore for this faction in the R35 build video. If not, that'll make me deeply depressed, and I'll go into a stupor that'll last for many millennia. Or I'll just, forget about it in about 35 seconds, approximately. Yes. But I think it's pretty interesting. Heyo! Can't be here for too long. It sounds like I need to be crispy because I got a cold. Ah, I'm sorry, dude. Hope you feel better. My coworker was experiencing that yesterday. Well, not a cold, but he was feeling awful. He had like a stupidly big headache. Let's make this a 220. Actually, what caliber do y'all want me to make this gun? I'll do whatever y'all want. But yeah, coworker had a really big headache, like migraine, and for the past like 3 days they've been complaining about it. So today they were just dead. And I was like, hey man, do you need like a ride home or something when we leave? He's like, yes, please. So, big dubs. I didn't mind giving rides. Well, I don't mind giving rides. It's the polite thing to do, especially when people aren't feeling great. There we go. Bit of roof armor. Stop HE leaks, hopefully. I mean, it doesn't matter, because the neck will snap, but it'll make me feel good inside. Or I can just replace it with recoil absorbers if I need more. Why do I hear the Windows XP error sound every time you click the... Do you? I don't know. I don't hear anything. You mean like doo-doo, 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 doo-doo? Or do you mean, that noise? Oh, if it's something on my end, I'll fix it. Hopefully. I'm not sure what it could be. Unless it's not on my end, then I can't fix it, but... What if it gave this thing a pack 40? Hear me out, chat. Chartreuse with the pack 40 on it. I kind of dig it. Also, say hello to Comrade. He's just over here for moral support. Like, hold up. Like, I straight up have a pack 40 made. Well, not a pack 40 yet, but it's a, long barrel, what's it called? Why is the Churchill in here? You're in the wrong spot. We have the Trim Special, which has a KWK 44, I think? Or is it 43? I'm not sure. But it's the L50. Am I getting that wrong? I don't know. I should probably stop yapping. Whatever. Long barrel 75. I could, like, copy this thing's deco over and also make that a 300 mil. And then boom. Chartreuse with the pack 40, basically. No, it doesn't use it. It's just what's it called? The term for German anti-tank gun. Like pack 36 and pack 41. So it's PAK, not PAC. I kind of like that idea now. So we're giving the Chartreuse a pack 40. Is it just 300? It's just 300. Okay. How much barrel segment? 1, 2, 3, 4. Three. I know. Such a professional way. Alright, so... Oh, I already put 2. So 1, 2, 3... And then a muzzle brake. Boom! Chartreuse with the pack 40. Heck yeah, yeah, heck yeah! Alright, so now... Let me pull up the model again. If you see me just, like, pause on one thing, then, just know it is literally just me looking at the reference images. So how does this turn? It is pretty conical. Is the round. So it also does slope inward. What if I just get like a really wide taper deco and then use that to start with? Let me see how that would look. Is it pole or tube? I don't remember. Make pole tapered. And then just like 4. Oh, it's not wide enough. How do you extend? That is unironically the shape I need. Keep cooking cringe. Need to update my antivirus. Give me. All right, yeah. See ya. How do you increase the size past this? I know I saw some people do it with the breadboard. But that's like actually the shape I need, and I'm not against just using this deco as that. It's like, look. Where's the material? Not lead. I'm not making a lead tank. Or that color. Like, see, like, just a bit wider, it would fit on there perfectly. And actually, I need to have overhang. So I need to increase by, like, 3 more. And then go up. And then that'll be right above the gun. So I make the mantlet go up to here. And then I custom do another deco over here. Getting up to that halfway. Like, there, and then I slope it down. I'll do that by hand, but that's going to take ages. It's a bit flat on top. You could use the huge jet engine intake. If you don't have Advanced Mimic Plus. Oh yeah, I do not have Advanced Mimic Plus. I might actually download that. Alright, jet intake. Multiple people have told me to do it, but I feel like it's just... I don't want to use mods, but I guess it's not like a big deal. Right, where is the metal? I was actually going to start the stream at exactly 10 o'clock, but I needed coffee. Yeah, like that. If I just put that to 4, that's exactly what I need. And just set that to 4 as well. Move it up by 1. Boom. Okay. That kind of works, I guess. Like welded instead of cast. Okie dokie. That is fine. That is fine. Then I'll just build the turret around that. Maybe I'm thinking. Hold up. Let me go look at the. So what I'm thinking is that the Chartreuse Bis would actually have a easier turret to make. I don't know, I'm torn. I'm really torn here. Because I think it would be really funny to make a 2C Bis, but I also just want like a regular 2C. But the 2C Bis would also be way easier to make. What do y'all think? I'm gonna leave this up. I'm gonna continue making this until the council has decided. And please decide quickly. seriously down for any of them. They both are cool. Vomag 88 2C. Oh, okay, just like the Flak 88, yeah. That would be really cool. Oh, man. Wait. I just googled Vomag 88. Oh! You mean on the bus! Oh, I forgot about that. They put the what's it called? They put the 88 on the party bus. Oh yeah. That would be funny. 88 on the 2C. What he doing? He's anti-aircraft tracks. So. Oh, there's... Okay, interesting. Man. I really like that idea. I'm not gonna lie. That's definitely gonna be a later project, because I think I'm already pushing it with this. I think I'm just gonna stick with the regular 2C. And then later... What about the Wardens in this, or Foxhole? Yes, I know what you're talking about, and I've seen that. I actually want to get back into Foxhole. It was really fun. But, oh, what's it called? Some things about them, not a big fan about. Like, let me Google this real quick. It's just like Warden Super Heavy Tank. Yeah. Like, it's just like B1 bis we have at home. But, okay, one thing I don't like, I do not like the tiny turrets over the engine deck. I think that looks bad. And I do not like the rounded front on it. Like, I don't know, some of the stylistic choices for that tank is off, but overall, like, the concept is nice. It needs a trench crosser, though, because I think that'd be amusing. Like the actual like B1 has. Oh, there's all radiator. Hold up, I just got a devious ass idea. So you know the Comrade's ERA armor here. Well, it's meant to be okay. Let me explain this one, because this one's way more niche than other ones. So the Russians, they decided to put ERA in bags over the side of their tanks, and then all those bags kept breaking off, so they switched over to boxes, which is what this is meant to represent. But, it's ERA on the Chartreuse. I'm getting so off topic. I'm gonna finish this turret. Happy fella. Doing my own thing. How do I build this turret? So, if I'm taking that, I need like a meter, or, yeah, just like a meter above. Oh, deco shaping. I'm so new to it. What? It almost fits so perfectly. Oh, man. And now it's... No. Oh, why you gotta do this to me? How do I fix that? Do I just have to do, like, smaller ones? Oh my gosh, no, I'm gonna kill myself. In Minecraft. Or Vintage Story, I should say, because I'm playing a lot of Vintage Story. I went to go fight the disabled Eidolon. I thought I over-prepared so much. Because, what's it called? I went in there with Blackguard armor and like iron weapons, but the weapons were from a mod, and they were actually worse than the base game weapon. I just thought they looked cool. And I died so many times in the cave part, in the mine shaft, that I lost all my nutrition bonuses and had like 9 HP that entire battle. But I just kept getting killed and killed and killed. And I had to go around looking for another temporal gear to set my respawn point. It was literally like I was using human wave tactics against that thing. Yeah, I don't know how to get that exact angle. This is difficult. Unless I just start using more deco. Deco on top of deco. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this turret. I'm so torn here. I mean, I could always just modify it and give it like a radio back here maybe, and then something else up top. But I look this it's sloped on half of it. Does that? I'm looking at it and like thinking, does that remind me of any deco? Actually, hold up. Is there any Char2Cs in the workshop? I know there's. I tried to look for other like tanks that I've been building for inspiration, and a lot of them are kind of doo-doo stanky. I'm sorry, creators. They were just kind of doo-doo stanky. Steve's Char2C. Okay, that's just a bit too big. I genuinely might have more luck if I don't use the deco and I just make it as is. I typed in 2C and found a futuristic stug. Oh, because there's only like a few Char2Cs. Bollocks. Char2C replica. That semi-accurate replica. That is not a semi-accurate replica. Char2C? Yes! Oh, I found a Char2C! Who made this? Oomst. Thick cat. There's no fucking way you made that. Oh, you rat bastard. Alright, hold up. We're going on an adventure to steal Thick Cat's turret. Trust me. Oh, I'm gonna show it. Oh, you trust me on that. Boy Panza. I don't know. Dang, I don't have its finished way, so I can't give it a name. No, my alarm! Shut up! No, stop! Okay. Perfect. Alright. Yep, alright, abandoning all of this. Content. Download. Thank you, Thick Cat. I am yoinking this. Thank you very much. Save the blueprint to disk. I am using this as inspiration, not stealing this, trust me. Alright, and look at that, nothing even happened. Don't ask me where the waffle bungalow went. Alright, how'd they do this? Okay, looks alright, but that turret, how did... Oh, what? That's just one deco! Ow, what? Or a mimic. It's a mimic. What are the dimensions on this thing? Actually, like, what I should be going for. Do I dare? Oh! That looks good. Yeah. Okay, it was 1 meter, but... Oh no, never mind. These are all mimics, so they're not gonna appear. So 2, 1, 1, 2. And then ours is like 1 block taller. What is... That's funny. But I'm interested in how that turret is sprawled out. Oh, it's not on the dot. Okay. Okay, well, that makes me feel a lot better about not getting it exactly, so. I'm not gonna bother about that then. And just start randomly putting shit together. Apertures on Blender. Blending things up, me boy. And I was told you were working on a mod for Sins of Solar Empire, I believe. I think that is pretty cool. Maybe like the 2.5s would matter. Oh, I really want it to line up though. Like, it's actually gonna annoy me if it doesn't. Yeah, I can do that and shrink it, I guess, but and then eventually just like do the exterior and does anyone here know about that advanced mimic UI thing? I think that would actually help here. I've been hesitant to use it, but desperate times require desperate measures. And I feel like this is a valid reason to use it. I literally don't know anything about it besides, I don't know, I was told it just makes decoing easier. That good enough? I think so. Alright. Hold up. If I just do Shabinga, Boonga, Bow. And will that work? Yeah. Right there it will. No, it won't. How does this work? How did I think this in my head? Okay, that works. Then if I do that there, it'll work. Okay, okay. I'm saving myself some slight time. Yes, making abilities is fucking hell. Assume hell. Yes, it would. Allows more accurate decos. Gotcha. I'm gonna really quickly browse the workshop for that. Don't know where it's at. Also, Thick Cat, if you ever see this or Hellcat sends it to you, thanks for posting that Char2C. It was actually quite helpful, and it reminded me to build the machine guns. So, Mimic UI? It's Mimic UI. Is this fully updated? Whoa, that's a lot. Yeah. We'll use it. Interesting. Okay, cool. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I do this, then it might fit. Oh, I've ascended! What up? And then we just, like, do that. Hold up. Hold up, we're cooking. No. We're back cooking, boys! I'm figuring it out. Oh, I've never done this much shaping with Deco. This is agony. Why do people make their entire faction this? Oh, this brings me great pain and suffering. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna run into a problem there, but it can probably be fixed by just raising this height. And then I just do a different slope. Yeah. Are you just making a dome for the tank? Sorta. So, and I could just use like sphere. So the Char2C is angled upwards and like just a bit more. So I'm trying to elevate it just a bit. You know, I'm not feeling this. I'm gonna go see if there's another one. I midway through talking and looking, I realized like, yeah, I'm not doing all that. So I'm just gonna go find another random deco to see if I can just elevate this thing at an angle slightly more. I need like the problem is I want the front to be way more angled. Yeah, turn that schmoove off. Um, like this needs to be like aggressively sloped, and this needs to be slightly sloped. So I'm just gonna like use multiple, I guess, and my brain figure this out. The hamsters are still recovering from last night, but I feel like I gave them enough caffeine with the Sprite from work that I took yesterday. It's actually better watered down because the one from our drive-through put so much of the what's it called? Of the actual like Sprite flavoring, not the carbonated water. So you need to balance it out with more water. So right now it just tastes like normal Sprite, just a bit lukewarm. Hmm. I have an idea. How do you look, Mr. Circle on the floor? I made you metal and then stretched you like a motherfucker. Not big enough. Okay. Oh, I tried. Hamsters? Yeah. Didn't you know? Like, this is a simple human anatomy. You have, like, normal people have 10 hamsters running in circles in their brain, keeping you powered for the day. And then, like, special people, like me, have extra, like, 4 hamsters. And so those like the backup hamsters and also provide you with all your autistic interests like tanks and trains. The big fat hamster that bullies all the other hamsters is the one that likes trains, which is why every, special person likes trains. I love trains for years, dude. No. Don't do it. Don't do it, cringe. Like maybe I'd use like half of that in intake and I just like layer these. Because that's what that is. That's literally just like a one intake, just stretched. I do this, like the same concept, and just keep using these. Like there. That actually like, meshes really well. The rest is not, though. Hmm. Man. Yo, my boy here, 300 subs. Let's go. Yeah, hey, I know the usernames. I got it all down. All your hamsters are dead. Oh, poor soul. I'm so sorry. But yeah, 300. It's great. It's doing great. The only thing that's not doing great is the French, because their tanks make me angry because I really like them, but I can't make it. Ugh, Bongo, I hate you. You made me do this. You didn't. I was already going to do this, but still. Alright, I'm going to save this again and go get that Mimic UI. We're going to learn it. Oh, yeah?
Video games, but you didn't even take out the trash like I asked you
Uh,
to. Remember, I called and asked you.
yeah?
Got up and like video games that are doing what needed to be done. How does that make sense?
I could do it real quick.
I hope so. Lord.
We'll be right back. That's gonna leave the door locked. Alright. Make sure everything's still working. Streaming still? Yeah, I tried to mute myself before that happened, I'm sorry. TLDR, I got a call before I had woken up saying to take out the trash can. And it said, like a normal human being, saying like, or sending me messages saying like, hey, to take out the trash can, or, you know, just asking why I didn't take it out. I get yelled at, so fun, woo. Whatever. Oh, that's from that, cool. There we go. I have the can of bug spray from the other day. It's somewhere? Where it is, I'm not sure. Frankly, just didn't bother looking. Just ran back inside. You know, this Char2C has a little machine gun turret on the butt. I wonder if you put like a B1 BIS turret there, just for the fun of it. Yeah, wasps are the worst, dude. A few days ago, I got stung by like 80,000 wasps, and then I had to go to work. It was awful. Like, I got hit by the curse of wasp. It was not cool, man. Not cool. Coincidentally, Curse of Wasp sounds like an awesome status effect. Agreed. You know, if we're already giving this thing a pack 40, why not just, like, completely redesign the turret? Alright, we're gonna leave it like this, and I'm gonna redesign the turret later. But I want to get the rest of the aesthetic part going here. So, back to Lemida. So I've got this just box full of crap. Actually, no, I can get a little 3D model here by just doing that. Oh, ours is so much bigger. Oh, okay, that explains, yeah. The B1 is larger than the 2C. Good old 4 to 3, or I guess this is like 2 times the size. Or like 1.3, because that's 40. That's 40 meters. And, how does this work? So it is literally just a cube with, just breathable. Okay. Super heavy tank, super heavy tank. Oh, okay, so I'm realizing something between the 2C and the 2C BIS. I was wondering why the 2C BIS had this, like, wall behind it with the cupola on it. That's where the commander is, so he doesn't have to be in the turret. That's interesting. Where's my 3D model? There we go. Yeah, about up to the gun. So. No, it needs to be closer. And then I add all the... Oh, wait. It does have an overhang. It does have an overhang. Okay. I have idea. We do that instead. Yeah, I like that. I like that better. And then, as little boxes here, I'll just represent by that. And then, what was it? Hollow U? No, hollow sides. Where is it? I know one of the hollows. Ah, there it is. Just regular hollow. Boom. Oh, literally says 2C, I'm dumb. Oh, we'll Obitide the Cursive Bug. Which tank are you building? D2 is the one. The long one? What is this 2C? Yeah, this is the Char 2C. It is, French World War One super heavy. Only 10 were made. And it was really bad. Well, okay, at the time it was the most advanced tank in the world, but by World War II, when these things, quote-unquote, saw action, aka they were put on a train car and then scuttled, with one being captured, which is why I'm doing this. Just World War One field gun, just, normal French field gun for the time. And one was actually up armored to have like 90 mils of frontal armor. And one was modified to have a 155 howitzer. This is neither. Well, it's gonna be up armored, but it's gonna have a Pack 40. And you said D2 is the long one, which is, I think of the B1, also known as the B2 to the Germans. But there is also a straight up D2, which is a work in progress. This one I really shouldn't have shown because that's gonna pop up in another video. But whatever. It'll probably be in the thumbnail, so doesn't matter. I need this to go like that, and then like that. Where's it? There we go. That's actually something on the tank. What? Weird. Those house the pipes for the... I don't even know what those are on top. I was gonna say exhaust, but it's not exhaust. Like, it connects to the exhaust, but... It's so weird. Why are the French like this, man? I mean, it's kind of like self-explanatory. It's the French, but... Still. This is absurd. Okay, I'm going to actually do that, and then about there. Let's drop that by 5. You know, recently I've been getting a lot better at guesstimating how big a deco needs to be to fit in the spot, which I am both very proud of and very ashamed of, because that means I play this game way too much. Love these sweet tunes. Kinda. Ah. There we go. And then now I do this. Let's use a regular block and I'll just fix it myself. Go. So up by 2.5, I think, and then over by 2.5. Indubitably. Oh. And then I just set that to 3 and we're set. And then I just need to go and hide all of this. Where'd it go? I know I missed a few. Get out of here, Z5 and motherfuckers. Cool, there we go. That's actually pretty accurate. I just realized you can do Panzer Lerva turret. Ooh. That sounds about right. Well, I've been getting bolt action. I've also looked into that. Looked really cool. So I've been doing a little bit of historical digging for what it's about. Kind of looks like World War II armored train. Yeah, it's just a fat fuck. So it's pretty much an armored train. It kind of looks like World. Yeah. Put that comment twice. I read it both times. Gotta have patience. Yeah, I'm thinking what I do for the turret is actually I give it a radio set like off to the side, probably like angled here, like asymmetrically. And then over here put some like hatches and crap and just say it's like a different turret. And then on top I'll flesh this out a bit more, which I can actually do right now. Getting back to the turret gaming. What deco do I want to use for that? Oh, just like a compressor. Or actually an upside down intake might work better. No. I need a large, like a 3x3 circle. That's not. I'll just use another intake. I'm overcomplicating this. Actually, that works, yeah. Then we just make that thing metal, and boom. Hidden. But yeah, we're just gonna modify this. It's gonna be a different turret. Similar to the where's she got? To the tram or the skip even. Where I did go very ahistorical. Like from the back, if you look at that, you're like, oh, that's an R35, but why does it have a radio? Why does it have a different cupola that I ripped off a Stug? Don't worry about it. Why does it have a 2-pounder and a Maxim gun? How does that even fit in one turret? Don't ask questions. It looks cool. And why does it marry a Hotchkiss H39 for the suspension? Don't know, don't care, R35. And then the FT, I gave it a 50mm AA gun. It's pretty neat, not gonna lie. This is actually the first tank I built for the French side of things, the little FT-17. It's such a little goober. A big love. Okay, before I made the Colossal, this was my favorite tank of the faction. Just realized you can do... Oh, that's the same comment. Yeah, Dev, I was looking for a while at, what's it called? Bolt action, because I thought it was very interesting. But I realized midway through, I don't have anyone to do it with, so I was just like, I don't care anymore. Although... Okay, how does this work? So it looks like it has more boxes there. Box in the back. Actually, that looks more like... We're gonna get rid of that. And go to ammunition boxes. And make those alloy. I'll just extend that a little bit to, that, and boom. Yep, that's actually pretty accurate. I just need to give it a little hook. Also, guys, the plan for today is for me to stream for like 8 hours, so that way I can hit 2,500 hours on FTD on stream. I don't know if that's actually going to end up happening, but I do, Wait, what? Never mind, I somehow failed in my maths. Wait, what? My playtime yesterday was 2,492. And today it's 4,900. They took 2 hours from me. That's bullshit. Local gaming group has turned out a lot of players. Looking forward to it. Currently between either UK, France, Poland, Japan, or Hungary, or Belgium. I would not do Belgium, knowing how Belgium went. Well, I guess the good thing is playing the collapsed quote-unquote powers. You can probably get access to American and British equipment. I like to see how weird jank stuff in the games terms from lesser-known vehicles. Yeah. That's actually what got me interested, because I saw a thing about the Africa Corps And they were trying to convince the GM or whatever to allow them to use some of the captured equipment. They had like a Matilda with a 50 millimeter gun, and they just like combined stats. Oh, thank you, Theo. Thank you. It has been a long time coming. Let's see, what else I need to put on top here? Oh, yeah, those. Another thing that's weird here, it's like, it's got like flat boobies on top. Word in like an infinity sign, but I feel like the description of flat boobies was infinitely funnier. It's like a circle and a circle, or like a binocular. I don't know how to make that. I feel like that'd definitely be something to do with a Steam Deco. That's just like something. Maybe not. Okay, we'll ignore that. Oh, that's where that deco comes from. Oh, that's what you use, you motherfucker. I've been looking for that decoration for ages. Sorry, that's completely random and no one knows what I'm talking about, but still, like, that's just one of those things. I actually need to make that black. And then alloy. Raise it up slightly. Copy it. New deco. Make it white. Trim well with the black. And then bring it... Need to make it a tube. I'll go ahead and make the tube out of metal. Yep, I figured that's what would happen. 305. Close enough. I'll fix that in a second. Steamjet makes for great fake... Yes, that's what I was looking for. Belgium got the FT-17, FT-18, T-15, Vickers, FRC, and T-13 tanks. Yes, they're tank destroyers. The T-13. If I'm remembering correctly, it was just... I don't think it was a 2-pounder, but it was just like a Cardin Lloyd chassis with a with like a 37, or was it a 2-pounder? All I remember is it was not very good. Well, at the time it was okay, but by the time the Germans got their hands on it, it was not very good. They just used them for a Garrison. That's genuinely as close as I can get to the original top of the 2C. I don't even know what that is. Oh, it's like a grate. I don't know. That's weird. This tank's weird. It's French. Do I get enough points with the British now? Have I insulted the French enough that I get like +10 reputation with the British? The only reason I'm not making y'all's tanks is because Gaming 19 is the enemy nation, and he's doing British, so I can only make British stuff after I capture his equipment, and I just need to upscale it. But I'm gonna send one of my goons to go and do that, because I cannot be bothered to recreate the Churchill. Gosh, every single time I've tried to make a Churchill, it's failed miserably. What do you miss? All you missed was me talking about if I got reputation bonuses with the British for yapping about the French, and discussion about bolt action. Vickers utility tractor. And the funniest thing in the game too, it's apparently one of theirs. It's a free passive. Siding against France, auto gains rep with UK. Heck yeah! Yep. And don't worry, now, Dev, I assume you did not see the lore bit of video that I had put out over the R35. You might have, but essentially what this faction that I'm making is, these are all trophy tanks. The real faction comes from let's see, where is it? Tuka! We got the Stug! We're actually German, yeah. Oh yeah, that's the utility. Ah, that's what it's based on. Yeah, I forgot about that. What a quirky little fella. But yeah, we're actually German. These are all trophies. And by trophies, I mean we're poor and have to use them in combat, because the Ostwall is not going well. There's a lot of lore for this faction. I've been loving writing lore for TPD. Actually, I think I'm gonna make that a pleek. Yeah. There we go. No, that back one needs to be extended just a bit. Then it has a little radio antenna looking thing and the exhaust. Unfortunately, this tank's exhausts are asymmetrical, so I have to do this by hand both times. That's always fun. I might actually just, like, use steam pipes here. Just do that, because why not? That's apparently one of theirs. It's a free passive sighting. Okay, I did not. Funny box, Stug looking solid. I know it's a nice little Stug. It's actually more of a stew because its gun is much larger than on the Panzer IV, which has a 300mm gun. And since they use the same gun, I like this was made after this. This was the first one I made for the faction, which is why it looks a bit different compared to the other ones. But since the gun ended up being bigger, I'm kind of calling this like a mix of stew and stug. But it is also a good representation of how I'm going ahistorical with some of these, and also like going historical with some others. Fun fact about this Panzer IV is based off the one at Bovington. However, the one at Bovington was based on the Model D chassis, which has an invert here, like a little divot. So instead of being here, it was here, and there's a vision port right there for the Laudia driver to have more vision. Unfortunately, when a mod took the hull that I made and started messing around with it, because I had tasked him to doing it because I was struggling with the turret, I sent him the reference image, and he didn't realize that it actually like fully went back a block. He thought it was just the armor being asymmetrical, which, well, not right, looks very cool. Also, we have twin Maxim machine guns, because I don't know what made me start wanting to put Maxims on all the tanks, but I really like them. I think it was the cool pictures of them in Ukraine. I went, yep, I want a Maxim on everything. God, he's actually putting on solid parts, but for real, the deco work people do in this game. Yeah! It's wild. This one was all a mod in terms of deco. I just built the hull and sent it off to him without doing anything. This was all me, except for the suspension, because on the Panzer III, which we had built off of the Stug instead of the Stug being built off the Panzer III, a mod had decoed that, so I just copied it over. But everything up top was me. And then over here, he made the turret, and I just decorated it. Like, that work was him, and I think he did that. Obviously the cupola. But otherwise, well, and that, but the rest of that was, it's me. Just kind of put stuff there. You can tell it's me because of my spoon of a shovel and whatever that is as a pickaxe. But yeah. No, it's, I like to try to balance my deco work with also, like, actual blocks. That way things still look to scale. And, with everything else in the game. Along with, not looking uncanny. was like, while this looks good, it also looks kind of uncanny for FTD, just because of how small it is. Like, the second you put this big ol' Char2C against the FT-17, and the FT-17 dwarfs the Char2C. So, yeah. That is my issue with that. I'm probably going to end up decoing that. Whoops. So let's see, how does that actually work here? So just goes in up top. Oh, that's fine. That there. I'm kind of running out of commentary. I've yapped too much. It's not good, but I want to at least get this partially done, and then I might just record me finishing it, because I understand I am on a time limit now. Come on, move. There we go. A bit too real compared to the rest. Yeah, exactly. I think there's a level of realism that looks uncanny. But that is just my personal preference. I know a lot of people hate that statement. But that's what we call a skill issue. I mean, heck, for the I'm actually just gonna end up placing these. I'm lazy. For the longest time, I, like, didn't use a ton of deco, just for the sole reason of, it didn't, like, the base game vehicles didn't use a ton of deco, and then now they're using more, so I really stood up to time. But, what else? I mean, I've used deco, just not well. And now I'm also just, like, much better at the game and the deco game, so I can do these a lot better. Which is kind of what this faction is. This faction's a lot of vehicles that I've wanted to make for quite some time that I just couldn't before. Like, just straight up didn't have the skills to. And now that I do have the skills to, it's very cathartic to go and construct some of my favorite vehicles from history. Well, specifically World War II, for this faction. That's why I included the French, unfortunately, because I do actually like a few of their vehicles. I know, heresy. But like the B1 Bis and the R35, the Samoa, those are all tanks that I think are interesting, even if they are quite bad. Looking at you, R35. I would hate to be the poor Osttruppen who was given an R35 as a mainline combat vehicle in 1941 and told, yup, go kill the Russians. Your tank, built by the French to fight the Germans, is now being used by the Germans to fight the Russians, who the Russians just have you completely outgunned and out-armored. Like, it's so Jover for you. Like, even though you might be God's chosen Osttruppen, you're not making it. Which is a reference to something we joke about in our internal chat, where we are God's greatest Osttruppen. It happened during TPD Season 2, when we were joking about Waffle's faction being comprised only of Osttruppen, because his fleet just every other turn would die horribly. So it's like, you know what, screw it, to the Osttruppen. And if you don't know what Osttruppen is, it's they were just like Slavic people who were fighting for Germany, and they were kind of just used as meat wagons. It did not go well for the Osttruppen, especially when they were captured by the Russians. Sector 7 Mark V when? My brother in Christ, we already made one. It was like one of the first things I made. Sorta. It's not exact, but you know, Indiana Jones tank, that's what inspired it. But still, it's close enough. Optimal and fun overlap quite rarely. It's the Top Gear. This is great, but I like this. Exactly. Gauss chose an Osttroopman when they noticed the slight hint of the chance to affect immediately. So true, King. This is pain. This might be actually like a multiple stream type of build. Because holy, this thing is something else. It's just big. I don't ever build tanks at this scale. Like, I think I've already crossed... Yeah, I've already crossed 2,500. I mean, for that, that's 2,669. This one's 2,637, so it's going to be much larger. And I remember when building the Mulberry, I was already struggling to keep it on track. I might hand this off to Gear. I want to at least like build it and, you know, have fun with do something special for 300 subs, which I think this definitely works. Let's see, what else was I going to talk about? I was going to bring up something about bolt action earlier. I just don't remember. Mostly the rules are just around using stuff that isn't yours, like, well, whatever nations. Because I had seen someone make a model or a Germanified T-34, which, yes, is a thing. A TLDR, they took T-34s, they gave them another hatch on the turret that was comically small. And, yeah, it was still cramped, but it was technically an upgrade. But they didn't go through with it because it was kind of stupid. Because you were using your factories to modify enemy equipment just a little bit, and then you'd have to take that equipment off the front line and then give it back, and then the people you took it from might not get that. So it was a whole clusterfuck. I'll leave that armor at there for now. Pre-base. How dare you not at me that you're streaming? I put it in like 5 different servers! Local bolt action plasma cannon or a bolt action laser? Neither. T-34. We're talking about the game. Eligame. Here you go, Mats. There you go, Mats. You happy now? And then I need to okay, well, I now need to clear this up. Just a little bit. That was definitely way too much. And that's the wrong color! Maybe like that. And then I can put a little machine gun turret there. T-34 is a bolt action machine gun. Oh no. Bolt action flamethrower. I'm getting flashbacks to Shadow's pump action. Oh no! Why do you have to bring that up? I had forgotten about that. You vile fiend. Vile fiend. Oh well, the booty of this thing is actually very easy. It's literally just that. Although it does look like it's actually ever so slightly less of an angle. So now things get complicated. Where is the Unometer? Nah. Actually, that does look better. I'll just keep it like that. Now, I want to point out to the world here that this was probably the longest tank made at its time of conception and production, and they still put a fucking trench crawler on it. What type of trench were they trying to cross? Like, I need to know. Please. Like, I'm baffled right now. Let me for you know, context. This tank was 33 feet long, which translates to 10.27 meters. What trench is 10 meters across? At that point, you don't have a trench, you have a pit. A cringe word of advice against kinetic projectiles: use only 3 to 4 meter wedges. Was that 3 meter wedges, you'll be below the 0.5 damage multiplier of a Sabo round. Okie dokie. I actually think that the TOG was longer? I could be wrong there. Oh yeah, I just instinctively use 2 meters because 2 meters is better on the smaller tanks. But on bigger ones, yeah, 4 meter. Sorry, I'm just so 2500 volume pilled that I didn't even recognize what I was doing. Actually, you could Google that right now. It might be longer, the TOG 2. But I could also be wrong. Which is most likely. Wow, this is some just awfully thick armor. Alright, boys, we truly are making champagne and the other one. Well, you know, from the silhouette, you can at least tell it is meant to at least resemble a 2C. So far, I don't even have the tracks laid out yet. Was I right there? Yeah, I was right. Cool. I might actually replace the trench crosser with just like some fuel drums. How's that suspension? Okay. Pull up the model. Ooh, it is 12. I probably only got like 30 more minutes into me right now. I mean, the original plan was 8 hours, but since I saw that fail horribly because my hours went backwards, I don't know. TOG 2 is about 10.13. Seems, oh, yeah. Pocket mouse. Yeah, no, this is our, there are plans for a mouse, but this will be the heaviest tank on the field for a little bit. I don't want to throw all of our, like, late war wonder weapons out instantly, so there will be some balancing. I've confirmed with gaming on all that. Our goal is not to have a game where it's just like, yep, this guy died instantly, victory to the victor. It's more of, we want a story. At least I hope. Wait a minute. Is the model I'm using the up-armored one? Hold up. I might have just been looking at the wrong thing the entire time. Lorraine. Nope, that says Euskadi. So I don't know what this is. This is not Lorraine. But I'll still use it. So there's one wheel. I'd only questioned it because when I looked at the suspension, I was trying to figure out like what type of suspension it was using, but it's covered. So I'm just going to assume it is generic ass French suspension, which looks something like that. Maybe I should use bigger wheels for the rounder ones. Why are you over there? Like that, please. Thank you. Like that, maybe? And then I'll just, like, move these over to align. I think just, like, 2.5 should do it? Or is it 3? We'll do 3. Where's the weird one? There it is. Right? Get it with the tank wheel preset, and then spread of neighbors. I actually overdid it. Okay. I bet it was 2.5. Gosh dang. Never mind, it just doesn't matter. Okay. Cool. Love it. No, it does. Then why are you over there? This is gonna make me explode. So this one I have to... Yes. Okay, whatever. Oh, my frames. Oh, gosh. Oh, no, that's not good. My frame rate is dying. My computer sounds like a jet. That's not good. Now the track, I do need to switch that. I'll reduce its width. This is a very early track. 2.8, yeah. There we go. Something similar to that. No. Okay, well I need return rollers. I forgot about that. So these... Actually, I'll just rip the wheel to save the settings. And then like that, and then boom. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, I know you can alternate the, oh, what's it called? The armor for the ERA, but I don't want to use ERA for this faction. Make me build tanks again. 8 hours. Yeah, I was gonna do 8 hours so I can get the 2,500 hours in total. Gotta roll. See you later. Hey, yeah, see you, man. You can spawn and get World War II Poland gaming when he designed his campaign. He uses Christie suspension. Oh, are you talking about what's it called? You said Christie tank. That's like the 7, not the 7 TP, the 9 TP. Christie suspension, best suspension. Agreed. Alright, just checking in for a minute. Give some advice. Yeah, see you, dude. GT lad. Also cringe for you think about making very slow AT gun divisions. Yes. Yes, I am. So, I think I already shared this, but... This was a little prototype, just to, you know, figure everything out. It's a little bit of a goober. Yeah. It's not great, but it's loosely based on a Maxim. You can see the tiny little barrel in there. It's a little, you know, it's hiding. It's cold outside. How about using ammo boxes at ERA instead? True. I like that. Well, if I use ERA, I'm gonna try to limit it. I know, so bit of a hypocrite, but this does have ERA, but it only has ERA for the sole reason. Well, it's hidden up here. There's ERA over this plate. It only has ERA for the sole reason of increasing the price, because this was the same price as the Stug and the Panzer III. When I named it, like you can see, how I name the tanks is like what Panzer A 36. So whenever I finished making it, it was originally 36,000. STG, just Sturmgeschütz, 36. It was 36,000. Over here, it was 46,000. So Panzer B, 46,000. L for the long gun, because guess what, baby? We've got the short gun! Stub. And then, you're not a part of my faction. Fuck off. These are just Beutepanzers. So they have the same naming scheme, but they're just BTP for Beutepanzer. And U. I usually I give my things like much simpler names. Like we have Skip and Tuca and Topaz, and then we have Colossal. And I only put it as Colossal because the Germans called B1 Bisses Colossals, and I thought that was a really cool historical anecdote. That Pan magazine's fucking wild. It's a mix of a Maxim machine gun, a DP-27, and a Dushka. So, look at those wheels. It's a bit of a goober. Drop the Dushka BP. Oh yeah, you're not in that chat. My bad, bro. Also, where are you? Where's the DMs? I can't find you in DMs, so I'm gonna put it in the evil-ass Sector 7 embassy. Give me 1 second. Where's Castle's Chosen? Fred's evil-ass Sector 7 embassy. There you go. Enjoy. Oh gosh, just noticed what fucking Panzer put in there. Oh, that's awful. Okay, return rollers. Add track. Width. Yeah, no problem, broski. And the wheels are fucked up again. Oh, I hate you with a burning passion. Not you, Bongo. You did nothing wrong. Castle did nothing wrong. Free my boy. Dude, I say free my boy, but that was, I only say that because the meme is still on my head from making that meme for the other video. Where it opened up like my car. Ugh, free my boy. That was I had only made that because my dad, we were joking about it in the car. I was like, you know those like stupid rap songs or like free my boy, he did nothing wrong after like killing 8 people? I need to make that for my car. You know, my car truly did nothing wrong. My 2007 Kia Sorento was actually so insanely cracked. The world has to break it. Did not work? What? Copy. Paste. There we go. Like, actually, Mock the Kia Sorento is just too goated for this world. It had to stop him from existing. AKA his suspension died again. To be fair, though, it wasn't his fault. It was the world breaking his suspension on the back of a tow truck. My bad, you ain't in the furry roleplay server. We make a Luke's? I have been thinking of a Luke's. Definitely. Free my boy, he did nothing wrong. His boy Otto Scorsese. Oh no. Oh wait, that's not Scorsese, that's a Scorsese. Whoops. Otto Scorsese. Oh no. So I've been wanting to actually just make like a normal Panzer II, before the Lukes. I had thought of the Lukes, but I do just like Panzer II. Let's see, what else can I add? Does need an overhang. Let's see, I started, but I really am running out of ideas pretty quickly. You might be ending the stream soon, but I want to finish this rear gun. We'll get the basis of the tank, and then we'll worry about all, like, the deco and stuff later. I feel like I need to do that more. I tend to jump the gun a bunch. In the next video coming out, you'll see it. Well, probably not the next, but the one after. Alright, what caliber gun should this be? And, like, what should I do with it? I'll leave this up to chat. Actually, never mind. I kind of want to make a quad mount. Quad mount 20 mil. Luke's is on his way. Yep. Oh gosh, I was yawning while doing that. It sounded awful. Oh man. How do y'all feel about in the back it actually being like a quad 20? Actually, wait. Hold up. Idea. Well, yeah, in the back, it's secondary gun. It's literally just a machine gun, so... I have idea. That's the wrong turret. That is a work in progress FCM 36. Where is it? You're not it. You're the BIS. There. Ha Oh yeah, we're cooking with fire today. Reduce, reuse, ikiki. Let's go. Why did the colors change though? Whatever. You get to be cyan for today because I couldn't be bothered to fix it. Well, I actually will be bothered, like, right now. Oops. Nope, I want to build on FT turret. FT-17 turret on the back of the Char. What he doing? I think this is a great idea. I don't know about y'all. A Calliope? No, I can't put a Calliope. I can't. I could. I can't. No. Stop it. Horrible wind turret. 20. Okay, so do I put the cursed ass FT turret or do I go for a quad 20? If you're not talking, what's the name? It's like the German flak, German quad 20mm flak. The flak 38. That's what I'm looking at. That's a lot of deco. This tank requires a lot of deco. Trust me, when this thing's done, it'll look so much better. Promise that. It's already looking okay. Like, the silhouette is... You look at that, you're like, yep, sure. Oh, Lord. I don't like this, though. It's kind of funny. Straight 100% of the ammo right here. First FT is so funny. It is. Okay, Bongo, I'll make you a deal. I'm not going to put a Calliope turret on the Char 2C. But what I will do is whenever we're in the campaign, I will retrofit the B1 BIS to have a rocket launcher. Is that a fair deal? Make both, as it would be funny. Oh, that would... Yeah. I could do both. I'll make two variants of it. The regular 2C will have the FT turret on the back, and the 2C BIS will have it'll have a quad mount. So we get the best of both worlds. Also, this gun is really tiny, but I really don't feel like modifying it. It can just stay like that. And I need to keep this thing somewhat cheap. As I said, I would at least like to field it in TPD. Is this inefficient? Yes. Do I care? No. Yes, because, Pongo, let me enlighten you real quick. Alright, go back to the evil-ass Sector 7 embassy. That is the HS-117. Enjoy. Do you think that is good? Consider KV-2 turret on the back. Oh no. Also, if you ever want to make a Calliope, you could make them fire at like 45% and only fire their motor for a second. We're coming glide bombs. Those make the rockets more balanced. Yeah. That's what I was talking about with the boys when we were discussing everything. That is a big priority of mine, is to make things, you know, fun and fair for both sides. Like, right now, gaming only has 2 tanks, and I have this many plus more. Actually, I think this is it. Let me double check. So, Topaz, Tuca, Tim, Trim. I mean, not Tim. I don't know who the fuck Tim is. Failed Churchill, which I need to delete. The MG is already there. Colossal, that. Okay, so with the 2 more, I have 2 more that are work in progress here. But that, not the Sector 7 tank. Everything in frame right now. Besides that, get the fuck out of here. All of that is what I'm working with at the moment. This is the entire faction. And gaming has a Churchill and an interwar medium tank heavy thing. With multiple, like, he has a multi-turret land ship as well, so it's just, you know, as big as a Churchill. So, you kind of got to balance it. Also, these things are like, I'm pretty sure this is still armed, unless I changed it, because I was being bullied for it being bad. Yeah, it's literally just an AP frag shell. These guns are not very good. That's the only good gun, I'm pretty sure, that I really made. This one, just fat, really slow velocity heat. I believe this is literally just an AP frag. No, it's just Sabo. 180 mil Sabo. And then this gun, 180 mil as well. I tried to give it French names, as you can tell. It's just a really bad AP frag. And then this one, just HE. As you can see, I do not care about performance immensely. I just wanted something cool. Wonderwaff. Yeah, you looked at it. Matilda Hedgehog with Calliope. Oh no. Yeah, I do want to make some really cursed stuff though, because now that I have these hulls and these turrets, I could really go fucking hog wild. Okay, hold up. Now, I have to do one thing. You know, it is funny though, because I do actually have a Matilda 1 for Sector 7. At least my attempt at a budget Matilda 1 right there. It's in the wrong colors, but you get the idea. But that's not why I'm here. I'm doing the thing. Alright. See, Curse Tank Simulator time. Let's go, boys. Oh no, it's not gonna fit. What the? There's no floor on this tank! Whatever. She's beautiful, boys! Oh, won't you say that? Pride of engineering of Sector 7 and the last brigade, that actually kind of goes hard. Am I wrong for liking this? Yes, but also... Yes. I need to screenshot this. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh, it's so good. Top effects on my fucking floor. Oh, it does it. This is, see, we should have let the Syrians cook with their Panzer IVs. This is what would have happened. You know the Bulgarian Panzer IV, or I mean not Panzer IV, the T-34, the T-62 turret that they used as an emplacement. Like that's the same line there. Only somehow the World War II German faction got their hands on a T-62. No one knows how they did it. They just kind of summoned it. Technically, it's not impossible that they just straight up bought it from Sector 7, because Sector 7 is, you know, with how the world works in a TPD, it's not impossible. Which is one thing I like about TPD. You know, it's not like a one-off case. There's actually like world building. Alright, we must stretch this greatly. Stretch it like your mama. And then if this works well... Boom. Boom. No, it needs to be wider. A bit more wide. There we go. That's the gist of what I'm thinking for the back there. Just some like extra fuel tanks. Look like it fits. It's normal. I can't tell if this is original. Oh, what I'm doing right now? No, this is not original. This is I'm starting to just get into like cursed modifications. The original FT, I mean not FT, I'm sorry. I saw the FT turret and mine went FT. The Char 2C has a trench crosser, but I don't think I'm gonna be crossing any 55-meter long trenches. Knowing gaming, he's gonna hear me say that while watching the VOD, go, yup, time to make a 55-meter long trench, and then cause me agony. But you know what? I challenge you to do that, gaming. I challenge you. That is so stupid that I don't think anyone would ever dare. Yeah, something like that. Kind of looks good. Just need, what's it called? I'm gonna go back to the... Actually, how just like a jet engine there? Probably not good. Like that. There we go. Oh, I see the problem here. I didn't notice that. Okay, that's a bit of an issue. I will shrimply ignore it, and because that actually worked. There we go. Now to fix that one. Um, if I do that, I actually need to like use the width a bit. Okay. Uh, delete that. I'll figure out something else for the top. Gonna make Space Marine trenches. I don't know what that means, but I'm scared. What's round I can put here? Need a nice circular object. And unfortunately, your mom ain't available. Ah, got him. So fucking funny. It's insane. I'm simply funnier than anyone else. Peak of comedy. Truly. This isn't cope at all. Not enough recoil absorptions. Restart the. Oh, hey, what's poppin', Kevin? These screens are the size of tanks, and they make trenches. Gotcha, gotcha. Yes. Howdy, howdy. How's it going, fellas? I say fellas because I feel like gold will be here soon. Nope, not feeling that. I don't know what I'm gonna do for that. This is kind of weird. It's like a weird spot on the tank. I want to put something there, though. Maybe just like pipes. You never go wrong with a good old pipe. Pipes are life, pipes are love. We love pipe. Yes, why not use cram barrels for the deco there? There's also the old meshes. Oh yeah, that's true. I'm not sure. I just feeling a bit funky today. If you were not here at the start of the stream, then maybe not this. I'll just use actual pipes. I've been messing around with deco a lot more, like with this turret. That's actually just one deco. Well, that's a separate deco, but it's two decos. Large jet intake, and then up here I'm gonna fix. I'm just trying to get the butt finished before what's it called? I end stream for today because I am probably gonna have to before family gets home. And then what else? What was I gonna say? Sorry, I went blank. I'm pretty tired. I was originally gonna stream yesterday because I wasn't very tired, and then my siblings had to go and start doing things, and I had to go help them. So, wait, no, that's not what I was trying to do. So it was a lot. Today was not the best day, but I wanted to celebrate. I am extremely proud of both myself and people I have been hanging with, especially over YouTube. It has been truly wonderful. It's only 300 subscribers, but it feels like a lot more, honestly. I don't know, it's like 300, it's hard to, it's hard to picture 300 as, just like, as in people. It's one of those things where, they talk about people and statistics, and you look at it, and things start becoming more numbers than they are people, and I'm just like, didn't really understand that, but like I can't fathom 300 people all just being here for me. And it's just really cool. So I am really enjoying the moment, even if I am dirt tired and poor. There we go. Fix that thing. I don't know what I'm doing there. putting these things sideways. I'm just gonna do a more traditional latch instead of the chains. Just a simpler metal pole. While I do not remember what my first deco ever was, I am willing to put money it was probably some sort of pole. I think I saw chat moving. I have y'all pulled up on my phone, so there's not actually 6 people, there's 5, and one of them is me. I am fully willing to admit that. It is not botting, it is simply look, reading chat. Alright, that was a good compromise there. Alright, let's see. Fuel radiator here, nice deco maxing. What's nice propeller from the air menu is a Russian turret. 300 people are a lot of fucking people. 300 watching your every step's like a science study 8 with great interest. Indeed. Alright, yeah, I'm going to just save this real quick. And just as Char2C. And we'll get rid of the Char2C of theft and gluttony. And call it here. We got, I would say, 50% done. Oh, probably more like 40 because I need to put the engine and the AI in. But, you know, it is coming along well. I need to extend that a bit, the turret ring. And maybe the actual turret. I need to design a rear turret as well. As funny as this is, I do kind of want to give it a flak gun, like an AA. But yeah, thank y'all who remain in the chat, and for those who just got here, I'm so sorry, but this has been wonderful. Just what? Bro Street enjoying his own content real time. I have it muted, so I'm not hearing it. But yeah, no, this has been Cringe, and I hope you all have a cringy day, for cringy days are the best of days. And I'm gonna end it here. Adios, and I'm going to go get food, because I am hungry.